Chers amis, shalom. Thank you for inviting me to this rally in support of the people of Israel and for allowing me to say a few words. I'm happy to share the stage with John Baird because Canada's support for Israel is not partisan. It is based on a principled cause. Support for Israel should never become a political wedge issue. When the citizens of a country are threatened by terrorists, other countries must speak up. They must make every possible effort to bring that terrorism to an end in order to prevent the loss of innocent lives. In the 9 years since Israel withdrew from Gaza, and especially in the last 8 days, Israel's citizens have lived in constant fear from the barrage of rockets fired by Hamas. As we have seen, these rockets are now reaching further and further into Israel. So let me start by reiterating something that I, my leader, my colleague Kerwin Kotler, and the Liberal Party have been saying for years. Hamas is a terrorist organization. It was the Liberal government in 2002 that put them, as well as Palestinian Islamic Jihad, on Canada's terrorist list. Something else that the Liberal government has been saying for years, and it was mentioned by the rabbi this evening, Israel has the right and indeed the duty to take all necessary measures in order to protect its citizens. That will never change. If Canada were similarly threatened, there would be only one acceptable response. Canadians would expect their government to defend and protect them. That is precisely what Israel is doing at the moment. So let me ask the question. How can Israel stop Hamas from firing rockets into Israel and threatening the lives of Israeli citizens? As an ex-military officer, I know the answer to that question. It's not complicated. You have to destroy that launch capability and cut off that rocket supply. There is no alternative. Otherwise, you're defenseless and the rockets will keep coming. For some to argue that you can't attack Hamas terrorists because of the risk of killing innocent Palestinian civilians is equivalent to saying you're not allowed to defend yourself and you'll just have to deal with those rockets. What country in the world would accept not being able to defend itself? Tragically, innocent people die in the process, and it is important to mourn them. They would be alive today if Hamas had not started firing rockets at Israel. And let's be clear, this is not a time for sophistry. Those Hamas rockets are fired for only one purpose: to kill and terrorize innocent people. Let's be clear about that. So let me say it again. Israel has the right and the duty to protect its citizens. At the same time, while this is going on, and until such time that Hamas ceases to fire rockets, international pressure, and that includes Canada, must continue to be brought to bear on Hamas by whatever means possible to accept a ceasefire. That's not easy, especially with a terrorist organization like Hamas, which has given every indication that it does not value human life, including the lives of its own people. But it has to be done. For a very brief moment, the possibility surfaced 2 days ago that a ceasefire might occur, but it was not to be. Consequently, the leader of the Liberal Party of Canada, Justin Trudeau, issued the following statement yesterday, and I quote, "The Liberal Party of Canada strongly condemns Hamas's rejection of the Egyptian ceasefire proposal and its rocket attacks on civilians. Israel should be commended for having accepted the ceasefire proposal and demonstrating its commitment to peace. The Liberal Party of Canada and many of the international community, including the United States, the UN Security Council, and the Palestinian Authority, had urged a ceasefire that could have ended the tragic civilian loss of life in Gaza and the suffering of Israelis under terrorist attack. Israel has the right to defend itself and its people. Hamas is a terrorist organization and must cease its rocket attacks immediately." End quote. Sadly, as we all know, since that statement was issued, an Israeli citizen and 4 Palestinians have been killed. Let me close by saying that I believe it's important for Canada to keep pushing by whatever means possible for a ceasefire. Great countries, such as ours, must try to contribute to peace in troubled parts of the world. While this may seem to some to be a hopeless task, it is the right thing to do. Otherwise, innocent lives will continue to be lost or forever damaged on both sides. Let me be very clear and unequivocal. While Hamas has shown its true colors for all the world to see, I do care about innocent Israelis and Palestinians who are perishing because of their insanity. I know that there are Palestinian moderates aching for a peaceful solution. And I know that the Liberal Party continues to support what has been Canada's long-standing Middle East policy through successive Liberal and Conservative governments. 2 states living inside secure and recognized borders. And we believe in Canada in some way that we can and must be helpful in achieving that objective. Thank you. Merci. Toda raba.